Conservative Democratic Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia, he's the only Democrat in the Senate who has not signed on to sponsor the voting rights bill and who this weekend said he doesn't support it. He made that as clear as he ever has in an op-ed that he published this weekend in a West Virginia paper. And it's interesting. Senator Manchin is not actually making any substantive case at all against the voting rights bill. It's not like he's laying out the things in the bill that he's against. He says he's against it purely and only because there aren't Republicans who will vote for it. I mean, Republicans wouldn't vote for COVID relief either, and he supported that. But apparently on voting rights, Republicans saying no, regardless of why they're saying no, that's reason enough for him to say no too. Here's something else, though, that I don't think you've seen. It's something Senator Manchin probably very much should see. This is new polling that was just done for a group trying to pass the For the People Act, a group called End Citizens United. They work specifically on trying to get anonymous dark money out of politics. They polled West Virginia voters. The margin of error is plus or minus 4 points here. And look what they found. This is Joe Manchin's constituents. On the COVID relief bill, which Joe Manchin voted for, that bill is wildly popular among West Virginia voters. COVID relief has 64% support in West Virginia. That's huge. Then they polled on Biden's infrastructure bill, the American Jobs Act. Incidentally, that's another bill that Manchin says he won't vote for unless Republicans vote for it, too, regardless of why they're voting no. The infrastructure bill is even more popular among West Virginia voters, right? COVID relief has that huge number in support, 64% support. The infrastructure bill is even higher. In West Virginia, that has 68% support for the infrastructure bill, the jobs bill. But now look at this. The third piece of legislation they polled on in West Virginia is the For the People Act, the voting rights bill. It is more popular than COVID relief. It is more popular than the infrastructure bill. They had 64 and 68% support for those two things. The voting rights bill has 79% support among West Virginia voters, 79%. Support among Democrats, 81%. Support among independents, 79%. Support among Republicans in West Virginia, 76%. More than 3 in 4 West Virginia Republicans support the voting rights bill, the For the People Act. More than 3 in 4 Republicans. The senator from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, says he's against it. By a 21-point margin, West Virginia voters say they would be more likely to support Joe Manchin if he supports the voting rights bill. But he says he's against it. Every component of the bill, everything from making voter registration easier to stopping partisan gerrymandering to limiting the amount of anonymous donations from special interests and corporations, all of it is very popular. All of it has way over majority support among West Virginia voters. But Joe Manchin says he won't vote for it because Republican senators won't vote for it, no matter why, no matter what their reasons for that are. He also says he won't change the filibuster rules so that Democrats can pass that bill and others with a majority vote, even though the minority party, the Republicans, oppose it. The West Virginia poll also shows that Joe Manchin is against the tide of his own constituents, his own voters on that. A majority of West Virginia voters say the filibuster should be eliminated or changed, or they don't care either way. But nevertheless, Joe Manchin says that he won't vote to change it at all.